$9 recovered for every dollar spent on billing. That's what Stripe reports for Smart Retries. Deliveroo recovered over £100 million in 1 year. Retool pulled back $630,000. And here's what kills me. Most solo operators are still manually chasing invoices, still sending those awkward, "Hey, your card declined" emails at 10 p.m., still losing 15% of their MRR to failed payments they never even try to recover. I was looking at my Stripe dashboard last week. February alone, $4,700 recovered automatically. 0 emails sent by me. 0 uncomfortable client conversations. Just Smart Retries doing its thing while I was working on actual client deliverables. The entire recovery system, webhooks, customer emails, Slack alerts, Notion updates, takes about 90 minutes to build. And once it's running, you literally never touch it again. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to build this. The precise dashboard settings, the webhook events you need, the make scenarios that handle the orchestration. We're even going to test it with Stripe test clocks, so you know it works before a real payment fails. If you're running recurring revenue through Stripe and you don't have a structured dunning system with Smart Retries configured, you are leaving thousands on the table every quarter. Not potential revenue, actual revenue from clients who want to pay you, but whose cards are failing. By the end of this episode, you'll have that system. 0 manual work, 0 awkward conversations, just recovered revenue hitting your account while you focus on delivery. Okay, so here's what actually happens when you don't have dunning set up properly. A client's card expires, or they get a new card number, or their bank flags the charge for some random fraud prevention reason. The payment fails, and then nothing. Stripe tries once, maybe twice with their default settings, and then the subscription just sits there, past due. The client doesn't even know there's a problem because Stripe's default email, if it even sends, lands in spam. Meanwhile, you're delivering work for free. I had a client last year, $1,200 a month retainer, rock solid for 8 months. Then their CFO changed the company card without telling anyone. Payment failed. I didn't notice for 6 weeks. $7,200 of work delivered, while their subscription sat in past due status. And when I finally reached out, "Oh, we thought you paused the service." Here's what we're building today to prevent that. First, we're going to configure Smart Retries in your Stripe dashboard. And I mean actually configure it, not just leave the defaults. 8 attempts over 2 weeks with specific end state handling. Then we're setting up the webhook layer in Make that catches every payment event and orchestrates the response. Customer emails that actually land. Slack alerts so you know immediately when something fails. And, this is crucial, Notion updates that track recovery status so you can see exactly what's happening with every failed payment. Let me show you exactly how this works in production. Alright, first thing, go to your Stripe dashboard. Not the API settings, not billing, the actual dashboard home. Click Billing in the left nav, then Revenue Recovery, then Retries. This is where most people get stuck, so let's slow down. You've got 2 different retry configurations here. Subscription retries and one-off invoice retries. We care about both, but they live in different places. Subscription retries are right here under Revenue Recovery. One-off invoice retries, those are under Settings, then Billing, then Invoices, then Advanced Invoicing Features. Yeah, it's buried. That's why nobody configures it. For subscriptions, Stripe recommends 8 attempts within 2 weeks. But look at these options. You can do 1 to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even 1 to 2 months. Here's what actually happens with each setting. The ML model, and yes, it's actually ML-driven, not just a timer, looks at network-wide signals. Time of day the card usually works, whether it's a debit or credit card, the specific decline code. Then it picks optimal retry times within your window. 8 attempts in 2 weeks is the sweet spot. Shorter and you miss recoveries from temporary holds. Longer and the client genuinely thinks you've stopped service. Set it to 8 and 2 weeks. Now here's the critical part nobody talks about, the end state. When all retries fail, what happens? You've got 3 options. Cancel the subscription, clean but harsh. Mark as unpaid, keeps it active but blocks access. Leave as past due. Dangerous because they keep getting the down to general. Dangerous because they truly information. Not only more than happened, but let makes it leave. Noah's become failed practices and getting recovery to find one-payment lines and leave as past due. Now let make sure yourself on 8 inches, but also they gen. Know more about free different work. Now first of what, you've got 3 tries fail and considered. No tries is an vanimal problem. When a consider from scription is when you get in the implakes related different. When you're getting different clients, you can see the defense of the customers of work. Now here's the city. The critical part is leave as past due. Now here's the critical part, then chafe the customer's work. Now first the critical part, you've got to prevent the first 100. Now her favorite self to consider the tries, but they tried again with a general. Now her scription can getting retries is. We get subscription and sitting the done from the retries. Just look at like expert, the large of this and using marketive min. Now help you growth description, the truth when they mark and prevent that they cook and market mintinya. They want make it market important and built at them. But then get no for other long for other noons. Now here scription in sitting the first one. Now first what, they truly make the first long access. Now first the retries fail, including the first 100 and then truth. Now visit they get complex included prevent and then 14,000 piece. Now firstly, didn't be dangerous because they keep getting service. I use mark as unpaid for everything except true enterprise accounts. It's clear, it's reversible, and it stops delivery without burning bridges. Okay, smart retries are configured. Now we need the webhook layer. Because here's the thing, Stripe will retry the payment, but those default emails, they're terrible. Generic, often caught by spam filters, and they don't create urgency. We're going to build something better. Go to make.com or Zapier if that's your preference. The logic's the same. Create a new scenario. We're using the Stripe app, and here's why this is beautiful. Make's Stripe app provides instant triggers via webhooks. It literally attaches the webhook for you. No manual configuration in Stripe's webhook settings. Add a Stripe module. Watch events. Now, which events do we actually need? This is where people overthink it. You need 4 events, maybe 5. Invoice.whenthis-invet failed. That's your primary trigger. That's the 35 lack of the 24 FAMs. Invoice.whenthis-peps failed. That's your primary PALD. Usually can get part of the recent power. You need the comment with me in this 25 lack difference. This is what you're figured out 158, the just make it your face. You need 4 events, maybe 5. You need this 4 events and faced it recent. Now which events do we actually find? That's where primary trigger. Invoice.pm enter skeeted. That's depend in the 25 lack difference. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's where primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary present. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's the definitely being overliked to that primary. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your primary trigger that you'd never make sent. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. That's your real primary trigger. Invoice.pm underscore succeeded. 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 Invoice.pm_succeeded. 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 Invoice.pm_. Add a test card that will fail. 40000000002. That's the card declined test number. Advance the clock to tomorrow. Watch what happens. The payment fails, your webhook fires. Checkmate, the scenario should have run. Check your email, you should have the first failure notice. Check Notion. There should be a new record with attempt count of 1. Now here's the beautiful part. Advance the clock a few more days. Watch the attempt count increment. See the emails change tone. Watch the Notion record update. You can validate your entire dunning flow in about 10 minutes instead of waiting 2 weeks to see if it actually works. One thing to watch for. Test clocks don't perfectly simulate Smart Retries timing. They'll retry on a schedule, but not with the ML optimization. So don't worry if the timing seems mechanical. In production, it'll be smarter. Okay, let me address the elephant in the room. Some people will tell you Smart Retries alone isn't enough, that you need specialized dunning tools, pause options, discount offers, win-back campaigns. And look, for a SaaS with thousands of customers, maybe. But for a solo operator with 12 to 50 clients, Smart Retries plus this webhook orchestration recovers 90+% of what's recoverable. The failures you don't recover aren't timing issues. They're genuine problems. Canceled cards, closed accounts, clients who actually want to leave. No amount of retry optimization fixes those. What this system does is recover everything that's actually recoverable, automatically, without you having to have awkward conversations about money. And here's the proof. I've been running this exact setup for 18 months. My recovery rate is 87%. Average time to recovery is 4.2 days. And the kicker? I've sent exactly 0 manual payment follow-ups in that entire time. The $4,700 I mentioned at the start, that's just February. January was $6,200. December was almost $9,000 because of annual renewals. Let me show you the client-proof dashboard I built in Notion. This is what I mean by making invisible work visible. Every client can see their payment history, successful charges, any retry attempts, and current status. But here's the clever part. I've got a formula field that calculates payment reliability score. It's just successful payments divided by total payment attempts, shown as a percentage. Clients with a 100% score feel good about their relationship with you. Clients who see they're at 70% because of retry issues, they update their payment method proactively. It's amazing how effective a simple percentage can be at driving behavior. The whole dashboard is powered by the same webhook data we're already collecting. No extra work, just a filtered view of the payment recovery database embedded in their client portal. They see their reliability score, you see recovered revenue. Everyone wins. One last thing about the setup. Make sure you verify webhook signatures if you're using HTTP modules instead of Make's native Stripe app. Stripe signs every webhook with a secret key. If you don't verify it, someone could theoretically send fake payment failures to your endpoint. The Make Stripe app handles this automatically. But if you're building a custom endpoint, maybe because you need more control, you have to verify that Stripe signature header yourself. The docs have examples in every language. Don't skip this step. Security matters, even for internal automations. So that's the system. Smart Retries configured for 8 attempts over 2 weeks. Webhook orchestration through Make handling the customer communication. Notion tracking every recovery attempt. And test clocks to validate it all before you go live. 90 minutes to build, runs forever, recovers thousands in revenue you're currently leaving on the table. The download pack for this episode has everything. The exact Gmail and SMS templates for each attempt count, the Make scenario JSON you can import directly, the Notion database template with all the formulas set up, and a matrix showing optimal retry windows for different client types. Plus that payment reliability score dashboard I showed you. Just duplicate it into your workspace and connect the webhook data. Here's your action item. Go to your Stripe dashboard right now. Check your revenue recovery settings. If you're still on the defaults, you're losing money today that you could recover tomorrow. Configure Smart Retries. Set up the basic webhook handler. Even if you skip the Notion tracking for now, just getting Smart Retries properly configured will recover revenue immediately. Remember, this isn't about chasing late payments. It's about building systems that protect your revenue while you focus on delivery. Every hour you spend manually following up on failed payments is an hour you're not building for clients. Automate the recovery, eliminate the friction, get back to the work that actually matters. This is Jordan for Headcount Zero. Stop chasing invoices, start shipping value.